سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إن شئت سهلا. Respected our speaker Mr. Sathish Menon, strategic advisor of Zahra Foundation, and beloved participants, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. We in this blessed afternoon in Ramadan, we are fortunate to have another session from SISCO Certified Course on Visionary Leadership and Community Engagement. Alhamdulillah, we are trying our level best to learn more from the insights of those who have a lifelong experiences on various avenues of leadership. As in the beginning, the first class we mentioned, leadership is not just the positions held by various personalities. The leadership starts from the personal life, everyday steps, to the bigger pictures like the leaders of nations. So I don't want to prolong my speech. Our speaker is ready here, and today you are online. Hopefully your spirit will be always up to learn more and more from our speakers, inshallah. And please take note, because we will have later MQA, not MQA, MCQ. Is it multiple choice questions? Multiple choice questions we will have as a part of assessments. So Mr. Sathish Menon, you may notice that we have 9 professors from International Islamic University Malaysia and 1 distinguished professor from India. Let me briefly introduce today's speaker. Our speaker finished as a diploma in industrial and business management in 80s. Then he pursued a diploma in visual communication from United States of America. Then an ocean of experiences, a large scale experiences. He also worked as a managing director of a Resource Management India Limited. Then currently he is active in as a consultant for big profile people, and also life coach. And for us, for SISCO, the SISCO's parent body is Zahra Foundation. Zahra Foundation's strategic advisor, he is currently the strategic advisor. So without further ado, let's begin the talk. And for that, to get the blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we recite Kitab al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. So by that I pass the floor to Mr. Sathish Menon. So he will be talking about the fundamentals of creative leadership.
Yes.
Very interesting topic, inshallah. And as usual, any questions you have, please take note. After his talk, we will be having some time to discuss the questions and clarify. So I hope all of you will be having a great and rich time of learning the leadership things. وبالله التوفيق والهداية وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Salam, brothers and sisters. Well, today I'm really happy because there are 2 reasons for it. First of all, this is my first lecture here in this space. Second, I started remembering the day I stepped inside this university for a deep and meaningful purpose. You know that I'm representing an organization called Zahra Foundation, and the founder chairman Mr. Syed Mohammed Makhdoom, we were sitting together. There was a casual conversation going on, and his father is a well-known Islamic scholar who has completed the Al-Hamasi Tafsir. I think probably he is the first one or second one from India in Arabic language. So we had a discussion, is it possible for us to connect with a big university like International Islamic University so that we can introduce our tafsir to them and see what we can do. It took only 2 days to decide, let us try, because I'm personally representing a subject called possibility intelligence. So for me, anything, if I say that it is impossible, means I feel very much worried. So then he booked the ticket, and I stayed in that one of the hotel in Indian area, Masjid India. And I came, I have not even seen the picture of this university. That is the most interesting fact. I came at the gate and I started walking inside. I was like, oh my God, what I have done? Because I started feeling little bit, fear inside, is it really, I don't know why I was doing this. Then I stepped, slowly I moved into this place and I asked, what am I going to do? So I called, my supporting factors, GPS, the Supreme Intelligence. So I said, okay, there must be some way, because, if you want to do something in your life or in your work or anything, you should be ready to see things which others have not seen. The first and fundamental principle. I know it is very difficult, but because we don't have that educational system where this has been taught, that look beyond what you see. But looking beyond what you see means this was an experience, and I just came inside and I started searching, moving around. And let me tell you very frankly, this is the first time I saw a university which is pin drop silence. Everywhere those who are moving through, and this, they just say salam, like very peaceful place. Because I had been to many universities, then what is happening there in most of the places. And I felt that peace within me, that okay, this is something somewhere, something waiting for me. And during the search in different building, I happened to meet a sweeper who speaks the language which I know, Tamil. And I remember one of my teacher told me, never underestimate under any circumstance anyone who is coming in front of you. If you are on a mission, if you are on a vision or mission, never ever underestimate who is there in front of you, because you are not able to see what that person is holding for you, what kind of information, what kind of opportunities holding for you. But you can immediately, as our brain is habituated into that judgmental pattern, immediately we decide, oh okay, he is a sweeper and he is this. Then we immediately create an image of that person, and that stops you from connecting further. And you will not believe, he took me directly to the international department where Mr. Kudus was the chief. And you will be happy to know that when I went back to Kerala, India, I was really happy to go with two most prominent professors of this university along with me.
One is Dr. Kudus.
One is Dr. Kudus, no, one not Kudus, it was Dr. Adil, Professor Adil, and the other one was that she is a professor, she is Rohisa, right. And while landing back, I immediately felt, what is this? How it happened? What I want to share with you all, if you have a vision, then automatically you are on a mission. And during this vision and mission, what is happening is that your brain is searching for familiarities. The only thing you need to do that discard the familiarities and look beyond it. And my first leadership lesson I learned from an old lady. It happened in Kerala. I think we were doing a creative project. so we wake up early morning so that we need to finish the work, no? So myself, my friend, we just woke up and then he said, okay, well, let us go for a cup of tea. I said, this time 4:30 cup of tea, where it is possible? There is a place. So we went there, and that was a magical moment in my life. I went there, I saw an old lady in a temporary space with the aluminium coverage. It is not even a permanent structure. She's white and white dress and some small utensils and plus few breakfast, which is very tastier in fact. And I had just opposite that almost all expensive vehicles like Mercedes Benz, all the expensive cars, and I just looked at them, all of them like very rich people. Why they come all the way in this time and for a cup of tea from this lady? I was very curious and I was observing and everything, and I told my friend, let me go back and before she closed down the shop, let me go and see why is such a huge crowd. I mean, like almost 60-70 people, all rich people, class people. So then we came back and I asked her very patiently, if you don't mind, I just want to write something, a story, something about this, what is happening here. To me, I don't see this as an ordinary event. Because 60-70 people and you are the only one, what kind of magic is this? Then she told me her magic. That is where I found if your intention and vision, even if you are an individual with no significance, you are already leading with this your intention and vision. So never ever underestimate, there is a definite vision and mission inside you right now. Whatever you are doing, doesn't matter what you are doing. She told me that in order to make that breakfast thing, dal, she go all the way to Marthandam. It's a border of Tamil Nadu to buy that particular dal so that she can make the best product. And she, the milk which she get from the cow, which she is, having in her home itself. And the tea leaf, that golden leaf of Tata, all expensive, nice, beautiful things, so that her mission is that she want to serve the tea as she give the tea to her own children. So that compassion part, that love part is very, very significant it is. Oh, we think it's all elderly people, why should we bother about? No. And another thing, she is organizing an environment. In any organization or anywhere, environment is very important. If a person is comfortable in that environment, they will be able to give you the best out of their life. So this environment, 60-70 people, and all of them are retired judges, professionals and police officers, IGs. I was surprised. And they came with their driver. Can you imagine? It is not that they don't have the resources. They can have better tea at home or they can have the servant to have the tea, but they prefer that place because of her presence. What I am trying to say is that your presence is not, it is easily visible to people who can connect with you. So the first and foremost thing we need to know that presence coming from where? That presence is really coming from your vision and sense of purpose. If you have said that sense of purpose, automatically that presence will come. That's why when you see brilliant people, they carry something around them that is called presence. But you don't know what it is. But then you will be immediately connected to them without any reason, because these are all non-verbal communications. That's why when you have a true purpose and a vision, the moment you go somewhere, people will connect with you in a subconscious level. It is not a conscious communication. So they sense, okay, this person have something to say or something to carry. So this lady at the age of 63 or 64, she was carrying that presence, calm and quiet presence, and she doesn't need anybody's guidance. The way, just look at that person, so she know whether the sugar is enough or how much it should be, is it going to be, like what kind of tea has to be made. She knows everything. Another beautiful thing is that every month she goes for 3 to 4 days pilgrimage, and these 4 days they will wait. All the 65 people will wait till she come back, and come back again they have the same thing. I still know the place, and whenever I go to Trivandrum, that place, I go there to watch this again and again. So leadership means what? It's not something like a big you are the head of the big organization, nothing. Even as a family member, if you carry that presence, the moment you walk inside your home, that your kids and your family members, wife and everybody will show that, they will acknowledge that presence. If you go from here, from the work and go back with all lot of conflict thoughts and everything, even your kids will recognize. Small kids, they somehow reluctant to come to you because you don't carry that presence. Even if you want to show that, you will not be able to do it because you are carrying the burden of the past, the conflict and everything, whatever you have gone through during the day. So to me, it is creative intelligence, or we can say possibility intelligence, is the fundamental of leadership. The first thing is that you see something which others don't see, at least notice something which others don't notice. Then curiosity. Curiosity is the engine of innovation. I still remember I was standing there and I waiting whether to come inside or go back because I don't see anything. So, but I learned that curiosity is the factor which will take you closer to your thing. So always cherish your curiosity. If you want to accomplish anything in your life, first you have an idea, okay, this is what I want to accomplish, anything in this world. Then start nurturing curiosity. Don't drop a single person in between the journey because this, because of your judgment. Oh, what this sweeper can do, what this fellow can do, oh, what this. And you will be surprised to know most of my brilliant work happened through small people, the so-called small people, and they carry lot of information you don't know. The peon who's standing outside a big managing director's office, he knows more than anybody in that organization. He knows the in and out of the person life, personal things, and if you can influence him, say that this is the purpose I came here, he or she will do it. That is the magic most of the people are missing. We only go to the people of the authority and we try to get things done. And that is okay, I have no problem with that, but there are better ways. You can save 50% of the time. Even a small information from that small person can make the things happen too. So the second one is curiosity. The third is courage. Courage is acting despite uncertainty. Uncertainty, let me be very frank with you, I love uncertainty. Hold that word. The moment you feel that you are uncertain what to do next, close your eyes and start enjoy that feeling of uncertainty, because that is where the treasure is. The uncertainty should not give you stress or strain. You can have the stress that is enjoyable and open yourself to the possibility, next possibility. Another is collaboration, creating collective intelligence. This is a beautiful thing I have seen, that once you start meeting one person, slowly you have an opportunity to leverage that same relationship with number of people. If you are going to be leader of a large organization or institution or anything, you can multiply that one relationship with other people. So it is just a cut and paste kind of thing. You don't have to worry, because first thing is we need to have our own attitude or aptitude, both. So that is there. And the purpose, of course, without purpose, please don't get into anything, because you cannot lead without a purpose. And another thing I want to mention, that the purpose, when you define yourself, it should be really, really bigger than you can imagine. If that purpose is smaller, that means all the resources, those resources waiting for you will not unfold, because you are playing in a comfort zone, no, small one.
Make your bucket big.
It may make your bucket big, right? That is correct. And if you consider having that bucket small, that means you are not ready. I can tell you a small story out of it. There is a man who was fishing in the, in that river, and somebody was passing through that way, and he saw that this man is getting big fish. As soon as it is a big fish, he throw back to the river. Say, what is happening? So he went there and asked, what is the problem? Why you throw the big fish? Then he said, can't you see that I have this small pot? It's not possible to, accommodate this one. This is really happening in our life. You check today itself. Today itself you check, your bucket is definitely smaller than you can. But the problem is that, in order to make it big, we need to make sure that we have a vision, mission, and definitely it should be related to millions of people with whom you can later beneficiaries. Okay. And purpose. And before concluding, I want to tell you one thing which is very important. Relationship is the micro level which will take you to anywhere you want to do anything in your life. Relationship, there are 3 aspects of it, okay? Please remember this, because this is going to make your life different. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the universe, and your relationship with others. If you don't have these 3 fundamentals, what will you do with your vision, mission, purpose, and all those things? And the relationship with yourself means it is simple. That is, there is again, the ocean, the drop ocean started traveling and complaining to everybody. You see, I am a small part of, I am a small drop of ocean, so I am helpless, kind of thing. So finally, this drop of ocean met the right teacher. He said, do you know what it means to be the drop of the ocean? You are literally representing the ocean. That means we are all part of the supreme intelligence, right? So if you consider yourself like a drop of ocean, it is better to rethink. This is the time to think you are the ocean, but in a drop size. But technically, if you analyze the content of the drop, it is same ocean. So your relationship with the ocean is there, your relationship with the supreme intelligence is there, but you consider yourself small. Oh, I am only a drop, but you are not the drop. Like Rumi, poet says, you are the ocean itself. But it is very painful, people don't get to that kind of thing. Why not? It is possible. So relationship with yourself, relationship with the supreme intelligence, that is where everything goes wrong. You think you are, I don't have the resource. I tell everybody that never ever complain you who don't have resources. Be resourceful. Resourceful means what? Be in touch with the person who is resourceful. I mean the supreme intelligence that is resourceful. That is your source of all possibilities, but we miss it. We have all the management theories, plan and everything. We want to execute it, but unfortunately, we miss these 3 elements. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the universe, and the relationship with others. I remember my teacher constantly remind me, there is no others. Whatever we feel or whatever we conclude, it's actually the same intelligence sitting in front of you. It's from the same source. How can you deny the fact that the person who is sitting in front of you is other person? No, it cannot be other. It may be in another name or form or a name or some clothing or whatever it may be. But if you get that point, the person who is sitting in front of you is equally the beneficiary of each one of us, then the whole game is over. Then you cannot think about anything, not really good for others. And also, I want to conclude this one with one single thing, is that if at all you decided to lead, first lead yourself with these three fundamentals: relationship with yourself, relationship with the universe, relationship with others. Then you start having a vision, mission, but both the vision and mission will come from your intention. When you have the pure intention, you are actually communicating to the Supreme Intelligence for all the resources you need. So anyone, who want to, of course, you are still, now itself you are a leader. You are doing it in 1%, 2%, 3% kind of thing, but be it in 100%. And as my beloved friend reminded me, have your big bucket. The small bucket, don't complain. Don't let anyone ask you why you are throwing big opportunities, because you don't have a space to accommodate it or what. So that is what I wanted to share with you, because I really miss you guys. I wish that you guys should be here to feel that energy and enthusiasm we can share. So next time when I am coming,
multiple chances.
yeah, let us meet each other. And if you have any questions, I would be really happy to answer it.
Now the time is for question answer.
Yeah, please.
Let me start with a question.
Okay, please.
As a human being, we will be confronted with conflict of interest.
Yes.
Or with conflicts, whether it is interest with personality, or then the relationship will be breaking up. So we have usually the conversation and we say, do not conclude.
Do not conclude. Yes.
So how can we navigate these issues in the relationships?
Okay.
What is your advice on that?
My experience, what I practice, first I bring that fundamentals back here. The person who is sitting in front of me is the person who is sitting in front of me, deep down we are all connected. We are interconnected. There is no way we can escape this reality. So even if you have a conflict of interest, if you are aware, if you are self-aware of this fact, you have upper hand. You have upper hand for compassion and love. You just wait and see why they are not coming back to that space where you want to help that person to come back. And of course, as a leader, as a genuine, authentic leader, anyone who is a genuine, authentic leader, they want to take that person to their core. We are not asking anybody to go with our way. No. Find that it is your way, then you go. Otherwise, don't go. So any management situations, management, or even in personal thing, personal thing also, if you really look, there is a saying in Malayalam, right? Chindikkannavanu drishthantamundu. The same thing it is. But here,
translate for them.
Okay, that is means those who think they can see new possibilities. I'm sorry for that. That's a local language. So thinking means what? Think with those elements, not just think only for yourself. See, when you consider these three aspects, you are not thinking for yourself. You are thinking for the universe, you are thinking for yourself, you are thinking for others. These are the three aspects. So how can you think something only for your interest? Before you consider any decisions or any kind of thing, these three things will filter you out immediately. Okay, am I doing justify? I'm justifying myself to the universe. Am I justifying myself to myself and also to the other person? So I think this is the most fundamental thing which I know, and I learned it from some of the brilliant people I work with. And you try this next time when you are in a conflict. Try this. They ask these three questions. am I justifying myself? Am I justifying the universe? Am I justifying the other person? So that automatically your consciousness will be different altogether. This is what my response is.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Now I open the question.
Any question, please?
One from here.
Okay.
Abdurrahman, tafadhal.
Yes, Abdurrahman. Salam.
Coming with
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Abdurrahman.
Thank you so much for your first-hand and practical experience. For sharing with us. I'm going to the story that you have just mentioned about the tea shop person who was
Yes,
selling tea
yes,
with the pure and all of the ingredients. So it's very interesting for me. You have mentioned about the compassion of her word, of her words. The compassion is very important, you have said. And also you said the attraction of the customer or people.
yeah.
You have mentioned about the environment.
Yeah, environment, yes, of course. That is where your leadership starts. That is where your leadership starts, when you create that environment through your vision and mission, with your intention.
Yes, sir. The question is regarding the environment. As
Yeah.
you can see nowadays in the world, mostly the environment is being controlled by politicians.
Yeah,
And such a business like the tea shop is very attractive.
Okay.
And it's, I think that people are very, psychologically it attracts people.
correct.
Have a pure and organic. But when you have a vision of creating a knowledge center which attracts, which like teaches nations or teaches next generation and the politician
Yes.
how to mitigate these two
You see, you are
attraction.
the right person to start, because that thought came to you, right?
Yeah.
You are the right person to start and have this intention in you first and release it to the universe. The knowledge center is already existing. You are the one who got the key. So why don't you go and open, have it started immediately? My problem is that I am a very fast solution provider. So don't expect the answer from me. I will only give you the action thing. And what you need to do is start with the website. Immediately start with the website with all your ideas. Gather the people around you who is very, very much can connect with your frequency. You will see it start working.
Even this university is a production of the
even
few friends.
Only few friends, This is called mastermind, Abdurrahman. This is called mastermind. I wish to meet you also next time when I come. But before that, I would like to see your website actually talking about this with the content and start interacting with people. See, and it should not be like, don't tell the people that you are going to educate politicians and all kind of, people don't like that. People say that you can increase your productivity and all those things and offer them what they think it is beneficial for them, and through that channel help them to evolve in their consciousness, evolve in their thinking process. So the knowledge center is not a big problem at all. Which country you are from? Afghanistan, right?
I'm full of
Yeah.
thank you.
So have the headquarters there. And I'm telling you this because once you start moving, then all the necessary resource will come to you. And this is not, I'm not just telling you this, I have seen it, I have experienced it. When you start something small, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, 19 years, 20 years, 21 years, 22 years, 23 years, 24 years, 25 years, 26 years, 27 years, 28 years, 29 years, 30 years, 31 years, 32 years, 33 years, 34 years, 35 years, 36 years, 37 years, 38 years, 39 years, 40 years, 41 years, 42 years, 43 years, 44 years, 45 years, 46 years, 47 years, 48 years, 49 years, 50 years, 51 years, 52 years, 53 years, 54 years, 55 years, 56 years, 57 years, 58 years, 59 years, 60 directly or indirectly your subconscious mind have an idea, because whatever you need is within you. That is the first thing you need to know. Whatever we see as a resources, it is not, it's only visible thing. But your subconscious mind and the universe have all the necessary resources if your intention is expandable, if your intention is really useful for the human beings. Even if you help one person, that is enough. Even one person, because that person can multiply that effect to many other people. I hope I have answered your question, right. And I would love to meet you again.
All right. All right. Next question. Okay, Azha, tafallali.
Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for the very interesting and insightful session. Very unfortunately, we couldn't come in person to listen to the lecture. My question is very, I think it's every man's struggle. You mentioned about be the resource. So what if the resources are beyond us? You know, sometimes the resources are not within our capacity. I mean, we have very, very dynamic, wild ideas, but they may not be suitable. So do we still pursue them, or do we just say, okay, we'll wait for it? What would you suggest?
Okay. What is your wild, brilliant idea? Share it with me now.
Wild, brilliant, quite a few.
Tell me one.
Okay, I am actually working with an organization called Aspire in Chennai, in India. And one of my ideas is to set up a women empowerment platform called W Power. So I have really, I don't know if they are very far-fetched. I want to do mock UNs. I want to do, training and development and research training for common people, like, people who have just done their masters and they're sitting at home, they want to contribute. So, this is very focusing women empowerment. So I have a plan. I'm working with some women from Malaysia as well. And I'm working with women NGOs in Chennai as well. But the idea that I have is beyond my capacity. Sometimes I feel maybe I'm not ready for it yet.
Okay, so the answer is there. You are not ready for yet, and you are worried about the resources, right?
Correct, yes.
What I told you is that, do you have the name of the organization ready?
Yes, it's running actually.
It's running actually. So what do you mean to say, what are the kind of resources you are looking for?
There's manpower, there is funds, finances, that's one of the primary resources. And there is the idea also, we reach a saturation, we get very overwhelmed beyond a point,
Yes.
The team is fully functioning.
Yes, so idea, money and person, right?
Correct, yes.
So why don't you start in Chennai, invite people to talk about this women empowerment, where you will be specifically able to find people, those who have ideas, money and other resources. First you have a seminar, invite people from different part of the world. We want innovative, you have a website?
The platform that I'm talking about is integrated into the organization's website.
Okay, so make sure that you organize a seminar or workshop based on this, where the pure purpose should be to find out resources and all this kind of thing, whatever you need. And let me be very frank with you, there are a lot of money. I already worked with some of the organizations, I know. The thing is that you have this small bucket. So expand your possibilities, and if I don't mind giving you advice. If you connect with me in my WhatsApp, I will definitely help you out. And also I will tell you from in Chennai how you can meet some of the powerful people who will help you out in this.
That'd be really, really helpful.
Yeah. Because I'm a very practical person. I don't know much theory, but I always do things which is like, as I told you, that possibility intelligence.
Correct.
Again, let me be very frank with you. Your sound shows that you are really interested, but like the limiting factors, like, so it is better you just open up yourself. Don't even think the person coming in front of you is not resourceful. Like I have been helped by a sweeper in this university. Start talking to the people, let the people feel that you are vibrating with this idea, and pick up one idea that is very relevant and valuable for women empowerment. Find out something which is really connecting, which is very serious. You can, I think one of the area is that there were a lot of women, they used to work, and then after having a kids or some other social circumstance they go back. So you help them to reinvent them. That is a brilliant idea, because there are so many people suffering because of this. So when you reinvent these people, those who were used to work, that means they have all the skill necessary or experience and everything. Only thing, you become a nodal agency where you help them to reinvent, and go to corporates, companies, they have a lot of CSR fund. If you tell that we are reinventing, women for as a workforce, they will fund you. You don't need to search for fund anymore. Pick up this idea and only this idea. Then do everything as part of the organizational thing. Just to pick up this reinventing womanhood, you can put that name also. Then you tell the story that they used to work a lot, but then after their marriage, having kids, they have become part of the society's plan. Society's arrangement. Then they are suffering, and all the emotional conflicts and everything start from this so-called family because of their lack of earning. So you tell this in a beautiful way, become a visionary on this subject matter. Story is the final thing. If you have one or two stories, more than enough for you, and I am sure you can do it. Just make sure if you are working a part of the organization, and if you are not happy, start your own organization. And it's not a big thing at all. It's very simple. And if you vibrate with your vision and mission, the resources will come to you. Fund will follow. Fund is the easiest thing in this world. Don't tell anybody that there is a problem of fund. Okay? I hope you got my point clear.
Thank you, sir. Actually, very practical. That is, I think it is something doable.
So,
yes, Inshallah. Yes.
Inshallah, I hope one day I will see you as a founder of an organization where you are implementing this idea, empowering women.
Would love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will come and share my story with you then.
Thank you. That will be very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Azhar. Any other question? Please feel free to ask any questions.
Your problem will be solved. Don't wait. Inshallah. Yes.
There is. Told that, first of all, thank you for the insight.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. You have told that uncertainty is also one of the factors for leadership.
Yes.
Can you please provide us an example from your journey of your leadership?
Yeah, that's what I told you. The uncertainty was there. I didn't even look at the website of the university because I enjoy uncertainty, because the more uncertain you are, that means you are in aligning yourself with the unknown resources.
Because
it's a secret.
Yeah, sometimes people advise us, you must have a plan what you're going to do.
Okay, give me your plan. Let us clear the uncertainty. Yeah, do anything.
I just add up to her question. Usually our generation, the current generation, is suffering. You ask to enjoy the uncertainty.
Yeah.
But mostly people are suffering at that uncertainty.
Where
is I'm heading to. So. The clarity is also important for the leader. So how you can balance between this uncertainty with the clarity?
Yeah, let me tell you, you can never avoid uncertainty. If you want to move to the next level, other than whatever already programmed in your body and mind, you need uncertainty to move. It's a need. Uncertainty is a need.
We have to make something from the uncertainty.
Practice uncertainty every day. Like, mean, if you have an organization, you are working for something, try to find out something which you feel very uncomfortable and work on it. So every day you practice, then uncertainty become enjoyable, just like, you know.
And the uncertainty become enjoyable when we have the full reliance on the supreme
intelligence. Because first I told you,
he will find the way. Yeah.
We, within our limited awareness, we can't do anything. That's why great people have done wonderful things, because they relied upon that supreme intelligence for the resourcefulness.
So it's like tawakkul.
It's a tawakkul, yeah.
Tawakkul.
You know, that's takbir, all these.
Yeah, both takbir and takdir, both will come as a resource. I'm telling you again the same thing, you know, like those who believe, those who, what do you call that, Malayalam, Chindikinavana, Drishtandam, it is a truth. You know what is Drishtandam? Drishtidandam, end of what you see.
Oh, mashallah, yeah. Connecting back to the.
It is not what you look at, but what you see. You see trouble, you see conflict, you see everything, but you don't see what you want to see. You forgot to bring the bucket.
I mean, things become impossible when you think you are doing it. When you realize it is not you, you are a tool in someone who has no limit, actually, unlimited potential.
The drop, the ocean drop realized, oh, I'm the ocean. I'm just representing the ocean. I'm part of this supreme intelligence.